All because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit, they took the shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Come on.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This is caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing is Hurts. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket and doesn't see anything, very smart play to just throw it away. That was only 1st down. He's got a few more shots maybe. He can take it the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on one to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A dump down to McKinnon. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Mahomes to throw once more. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff running through the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 41. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready?
On 1st down, Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing.
And he's going to go down. Can't get ready. So sack on a 2-point trail. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Miles Sanders. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with great starting field position, one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On second and 11 now. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hurts going to keep it running right. And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's taken down, but not... across the 25-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, They'll throw one to the big guy, but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, they couldn't make it into the end zone.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Down inside the 10. And he's brought down. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows. He's having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there. It was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turn. Complete. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a carry for Sanders. Down to about the 22 here. 81 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking left side and he's got a man. That's Watkins. A well-executed 22-yard gain. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over at 41. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Great play there. There to make the grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction.
And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, They certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of performance that they're going to cherish.